Ciao ciao, konnichiwa, annyeonghaseyo. Hello international friends. I just thought I'd make a brief video for you explaining phrasal verbs. Now, phrasal verbs is something that can be confusing for a lot of non-native speakers because these are verbs which are combined with prepositions or adverbs, and they have two meanings. They have a real physical meaning, and then they have an expression or idiomatic or even a nuance meaning that native speakers know about, and they don't think about the idiomatic expression because they're so used to saying it. And so if you're watching a TV program, you'll hear a lot of phrasal verbs. If you're using English and studying English by watching television, you probably want to know these phrasal verbs. There are hundreds of them, unfortunately, and you're going to need to study some of them in order to understand the meaning behind what the person on television is saying. So a common one is the verb go. So I'll show you here. Here are some of the phrasal verbs used with go. Go up, go after, go ahead, go away, go back, go down, go for, go into, go off, go on, go out, go over, and I said before, go up. So, looking at these phrasal verbs, let's look at go for it. This one is, I think this is the expression that Nike uses, and they tell people go for it. Now, physically, to go for something is okay, I'm sitting here and over there is something that I need. So I walk across the room and I go for it. You might tell the dog, go for it, or fetch. And that's a physical meaning to go for it. But the nuance of this is when you say, hey, to a friend, hey, I want to open my own business. I want to start my own company. And your friend says, go for it. You can't physically go and grab this business, but they're giving you encouragement. So that's the meaning behind this phrasal verb. Go for it. I encourage you to try it. Don't be afraid. Just take a chance. Go for it. Um, there's other very popular phrasal verb here is go out. So to go out in the evening, it's yes, physically you go outside of your house, but it can also mean when you say to a friend, let's go out, it means, okay, let's go have dinner or go to the movies. We go out. So um, there's like you're going to a special event or something, meaning behind that. I also like to explain a little bit about the phrasal verb get out. Okay, go or get out when we're talking about get out of a car. It's the physical meaning. Get out of this car. I often hear non-native speakers say get off the car. And my impression when they say get off the car is like, am I sitting on the car? No, I'm not sitting on the car. So be careful when you say get out of the car. you can say get out of the car, but with a plane, a train, or a bus, then you can use the expression get off the bus or get off the train. So, slight difference in using that expression. And you can also tell people um, go after it. So, when we say go after it, it's very similar to go for it. You're telling someone, hey, take a chance and do something that you think is difficult to do, but you dream of doing it. And so, if you say you want to speak English fluently, then I will tell you go after it. You want that job, you want that career, go after it. Fight for it is the meaning behind that. And one more I'll explain today is to get into. Okay, so we can get into a car or get into a room. Physically, we are entering the room. But we can also get into a book. So if you hear someone on television say, hey, I'm really getting into this book, it doesn't mean that they're going to physically try and stand on this book now. And that's what can be very confusing about phrasal verbs. That when they say get into a book, it means that they are so absorbed. That's a new word for you. So interested in this book that they don't see anyone or hear anyone around them. So it's a good thing to get into your English study when you are reading some books to learn English. Get into those books, meaning focus on it and do your best. So those are just a few of the phrasal verbs that are commonly used as expressions in movies and all kinds of commercials and other kinds of media. So, of course, you can just Google them and practice them, and they will help you to understand the meaning behind some of the expressions used in everyday life for native speakers. Okay, that's it for today. Bye.